Hey guys, I'm back to do a review for you of the Makeup Forever's new Ultra HD Concealer. I've got two different shades for you. Let's see, they're the two lighted shades. One is R20, which is pink toned, and one is Y21, which is yellow toned. I received Y21 as a press sample, and I bought I received R20 as a press sample, and I bought Y21 myself, hoping that mixing them together would conceal things a little bit. I find that on their own, at least for me, they're a little bit too light to properly really conceal my very dark under eye circles, as you can see. But if I mix them with more pigmented, darker sort of concealer and corrector, they work a lot better. And in the name of makeup science, I am going to show you both ways. So I've already applied foundation, primer, eyeshadow, mascara, I've done my brows, and we're just going to do my under eyes now. So I like to start, no matter what, typically with a correcting shade in peach. Here I have the Bobbi Brown, what is it called? Bobbi Brown Corrector in light peach. Looks like this. And I'm going to put it on one side. I'm just going to warm it up with my finger, pat it on like this, and it does look too peach on its own, but when I layer lighter concealer on top, it looks great. Okay. And on the other side, I'm going to just start with the pink toned Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Concealer. I do like the packaging. It's quite sanitary, I find. It's just like this little nub. You squeeze out the amount that you need, put it under your eye, so that nothing goes to waste. You can see this is quite light. So I like to start by sort of dabbing it on with my finger, because I find if I go right in with my beauty blender, a lot gets absorbed. So we're just gonna start with the finger and blend it in sort of a triangle shape, just like that. And I like to sort of add a bit to my nose, my chin. I'm going to take my very damp beauty blender and just give that a good blend. Okay, so as you can see, it's very, very bright, which you may like. I find that it can be a bit ashy when I use it on its own. I don't really like the really bright white look, but hey, if that's what you're looking for, no judgment here. Okay, now we're going to go in for a second layer. This is going to look like a lot of products, but the key is very thin layers and blend, and it won't cake up. So under this side with the corrector, I'm going to add a layer of Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, which I've been using for quite a long time. I've had many tubes of this, so I'm just going to add a little bit under the eye with a doe foot applicator. Blend into a triangle, just add a bit here, like conceal a bit of redness. Sort of tap with my finger. And I'll just finish blending it in with my beauty blender to make sure that everything looks just as it should. Okay. I like to do my eyeshadow before my under eye concealer just to take care of and clean up any fallout, because I do get some fallout. If you're wondering, I'm wearing Charlotte Tilbury's Golden Goddess Quad today, which I love. Just get that around my nose. Any extra, because I do get a lot of redness around my nose. I just like to go over my foundation and make sure everything's blended. Now I could stop there, but I find that, like I said, this eye isn't quite concealed. It's a little bit too ashy with just the pink tone. And I find by the end of the day, this one, I still look a little bit tired, a little bit yellow. And so I find that adding the concealer on top of the previous two layers really does a perfect job. But I'm going to show you what they look like. I'm using Y21 now. And I'm just going to, add a little bit here to brighten things up. And a little bit here, sort of concealed. Like Makeup Forever suggests that you start with a pink tone to correct and a yellow tone to conceal, and that's what I'm doing. I really do like the consistency and the formula of this concealer. I find that it's got really good coverage. It's hydrating, it lasts all day, it's long wearing. I do set it with a fine powder just to keep it really from creasing at all, but setting it with a powder will do the trick. Now it may be hard to see this on camera, but under this eye, it's nice and bright. Under this eye, rather, it's nice and bright and concealed. The skin looks natural. It sort of blends in with the rest of my face. This eye looks okay too. It just looks a little bit too light for me. You might really like that really bright, super highlighted look. It's not for me. I like things to look a little bit more natural. So I'm just going to blend that in. Make sure that we don't have any excess product under there, because that's what will help lead to creasing. Really make sure that's blended, and make sure that my eyeshadow is the same shape on both sides. I'll probably go back in with a brush just to touch it up, but there we have it. We have just the Ultra HD concealer on this side, and a mix of Bobbi Brown, Nars, and Ultra HD on this side. I prefer this side. I find it looks more natural. You may prefer this side for how bright and highlighted it looks. I'm just going to zoom in so you can have a really good look. Are you able to see? There we go. Sort of. And that is it. I hope you find that helpful. And I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.